Hey, Des. I know it's hard, the amount of losses you guys have taken this year, but last time you were in this room, you talked about the team needing to find its edge. It felt like on the second night of the back to back, given who you were missing, given the quality of the opponent, it felt like the edge and the togetherness was pretty strong.
It's coming along. It's a it's a work in progress. I think that we're continuing to learn and understand what it takes. Especially with this group that we have. Currently. We're gonna have to find an extra gear. On both ends of the floor. In order to win in the NBA, it's hard to win the NBA with a healthy roster, and we're down bodies, and I love the way guys were competing tonight and playing on both ends of the floor unselfishly. It was good. I wish we could have came up with a win, but if you play like that and compete like that, you're going to give yourself a chance to win more times than not.
Des, so without John now Smart, you're having to handle more playmaking responsibilities, and just what is that dialogue with the coaching staff and the team been like to not only maximize what you're doing as a playmaker, but also to generate cleaner looks for you so that you can still attack as a scorer with while a little bit more freed up?
Yeah, I mean, that's also a work in progress. It's something that's new for me, new for our team. And it's something that I feel like I'm continuing to get more comfortable at, finding my spots, whether that's on the three-point line or downhill. And creating for myself and for my teammates. It's a good balance, a good responsibility to have. I mean, as long as you're playing out there with the right intentions of making the right play and, playing the right way, I think that, things usually go in your favor.
Hey, Des, with your high usage rate and with your will to win so much, how do you try to balance doing too much and overexerting yourself, over this short period of time, even though it's 1 of 82, because it can stack, so you don't burn yourself out?
Yeah, I mean, I got my son and my old lady at the house. I really dive into that, and chill and relax on my off days and. Really take advantage of the days that I can, just to be at home and enjoy home. And it's been a good balance for me.
Des in the back. Obviously, you've been here for a few years. You've had games where you're going scoring and then Ja will score or you and Jaren will score. But tonight your buddy was Santi Aldama. What do you think of the game he had tonight and his progression this year?
Spectacular. I mean, he's continuing to get better. I tell him all the time, how happy I am for him and the things that he's doing on the court now. But you see he's dynamic. I mean, he can do a bunch of different things on the floor, stretch the floor from the three-point line, attack the basket, play make. There's a lot of things he can do on the court. And you see, I think he had 12 rebounds tonight, 4 of them offensive. I mean, that's winning basketball. And him being in the starting lineup just gives us more size and, really helps us on the defensive end of the floor.
That's kind of where I was going to with the defensive end of the floor with Santi kind of in there. What changes in particular that was, Boston's one of the best offenses in the league, and y'all held them to 102. What changes in particular when you got Santi, Yambo, Jaren, and then, yourself and you guys in the backcourt as well?
Yeah, I mean, that's 3 defensive-minded players out there with Jaren, Biz, and Jitty, already. And Santi, like I said, has size, and I'm going to compete as well. So, we got the ability to do a bunch of different things on the floor and switch up coverages just because everybody has size and, smart guys that are willing to, be in the right spots and put their body on the line. So I like it, especially on that end of the floor, and that allows us to get out and run, which is our best offense.
And just on that last Santi note, obviously he didn't get that 3 to put you guys in the lead at the end of the game. I'm sure you've been in a situation like that yourself, being the last guy to take the big shot. What do you tell Santi in a moment like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of different possessions, that lead up to that. I had one previous, and I made a bonehead play, and I got to get better on the offensive end, and in a situation like that, and we live and die with Santi taking that shot. Of course, I mean it's a great look. for one of the better shooters on our team. And like you said, I've been in that position before. We all have. It's a privilege to be on the floor and to be trusted by your teammates, at the end of the game. And, we all live with the result.
I think you had the isolation against Porzingis, and one of your teammates was trying to come up there. You called him off. What in particular you were trying to get to in that situation?
Yeah, I mean, I was about to shoot the shot right when I first got the ball. His hands were down, and I looked up at the shot clock, and I think there was like 44 seconds on the clock or something. So I decided to back it out and try to use a little more clock. And I lost the handle, and ended up settling for a bad shot. But in that situation, probably get downhill and draw somebody, and that way either it's a finish for myself or an open look for one of my teammates. Cool.